Parents, how did the system fail your child? My son's kindergarten teacher called me at work, voice barely a whisper. Your son just had a seizure during story time. The paramedics are here. The coffee mug slipped from my hands, shattering across my office floor. Jake had never had a seizure, never been sick beyond a runny nose. Just yesterday, he was building elaborate Lego castles, chattering nonstop about his new friend Marcus. I don't remember grabbing my keys or the drive to school. I only remember bursting through the doors, heart hammering against my ribs. In the nurse's office, Jake sat dazed on the examination table, looking impossibly small. A paramedic was checking his pupils, while the nurse hovered nearby. We're recommending transport to Children's Hospital, the paramedic said. Seizures in children this young need immediate evaluation. The ambulance ride felt endless. Jake kept asking why everyone looked so scared, his small hand gripping mine. At the ER, they ran test after test. Blood work, CT scan, EEG. Hours crawled by while Jake napped between procedures, exhausted. Mr. Morrison, Dr. Chen finally approached, her expression puzzled. All of Jake's tests are normal. No epilepsy, no neurological issues. But there's something very unusual in his blood work. She showed me her tablet, pointing to highlighted numbers. Jake has elevated levels of diphenhydramine, that's Benadryl, high enough to potentially trigger a seizure in a child his size. This suggests he ingested a significant amount recently. My stomach dropped. Jake doesn't take any medications. Has he been unusually sleepy at school? Any behavior changes? She asked. I thought back over recent weeks. Jake had been coming home exhausted, falling asleep during dinner. His teacher, Mrs. Hamilton, had mentioned he seemed much calmer lately. Dr. Chen knelt beside Jake's bed when he woke up. Sweetie, do you remember taking any medicine at school? Maybe something that tasted like candy? Jake's eyes immediately filled with tears. I'm not supposed to tell. It's okay, buddy, I said, my voice tight. You can tell us anything. Jake looked between us, then whispered, Mrs. Hamilton gives me the sleepy candy when I'm too wiggly. She says it helps me be a good student, like Marcus. What does this sleepy candy look like? Dr. Chen asked, barely masking her alarm. Pink and round. Tastes like bubble gum. Marcus gets it too when he can't sit still. Dr. Chen stepped into the hallway and I followed. Mr. Morrison, if this is accurate, his teacher has been giving him antihistamines without medical supervision or parental consent. This is not only illegal, it's incredibly dangerous. I called the principal immediately. Mr. Davidson, I'm at Children's Hospital with Jake. We need to talk. When I explained what happened, there was a long pause. That's a very serious accusation. I'll investigate immediately. The next morning, while Jake was being discharged, I met with the principal and superintendent. What they revealed made my blood run cold. Mrs. Hamilton had been systematically medicating hyperactive children in her class for over 2 years. She'd been crushing children's Benadryl tablets and mixing them into special treats for students she deemed too active. She told us she had a background in child psychology, the superintendent explained, her face ashen. She said she was implementing calming techniques. We had no idea she was actually drugging them. When confronted with the medical evidence, Mrs. Hamilton broke down completely. I was just trying to help them succeed, she sobbed. These children couldn't focus. Their parents were frustrated. I thought I was making it easier for everyone. I stared at her in disbelief, my voice shaking with rage. You were dosing 5-year-olds. My son had a seizure because you decided to play doctor with children's medication. Mrs. Hamilton was arrested that afternoon.